Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back to Star Ocean: The Last Hope International. This is You Too Young for This, and last time we fought a whole bunch of bugs for their legs and eggs and all sorts of yummy crap. This time we're going to be going, thankfully, finally heading off to our next planet. But before we do so, we're going to go ahead and give Welch our little recipe memo that we got, the Earth Armlet. Sweet.
Let's just get right into it.
Yay, and actually there's a few things that I want to create here too, see if I can actually get the recipes for. So yay, a little bit of item creation.
Show me the good stuff, huh? How's this?
Now with the item creation, I'm probably going to go ahead and cut most of it out, but this is kind of how you go about doing it. Ooh, pickled plum rice. I think I need that for quest item, but anyway, for right now, since it's relatively short,
So, what are we making today?
seeing as nobody wants to create any items,
Perfect.
this is why I didn't want to do this, because of all my skill levels being so low. Yay!
How much help do you think this'll be?
I did not get the items that I wanted to, so yay. Maybe later, when I actually have the SP to spend on my skills to get my inventing up. But anyway, that's kind of how you do it. Let's go ahead and head out, shall we? See what Phase thinks our next destination should be. Better give you this before I forget, Edge. And we get a monster jewel, which is actually quite handy later on in the game. It's called a monster jewel. You can imbue it with data from a monster. You'll need to collect ample data from a monster beforehand, however. Now, this will explain monster jewels. Basically, you just have to imbue it with monster data, and in order to get monster data, you have to fight the monster multiple times in order to do it. Let's go ahead and see what kind of monster data I have. Is it not settings, collector, monsters? Let's see, Autophaga, Drusk, Killer Wisp. And yes, you can actually get bosses on here too, Armoros. So yeah, unfortunately, fighting the bosses once won't give you enough information on them, but there will be ways later on in the game, and also if you transfer over data from another save file, you can use data on that. Not really too useful, since all we have is attack +5 on that guy. 30% immunity to poison, which is actually better than the poison poison amulet that we'll be getting, because the poison amulet will reflect poison 20% of the time. So anyway, attack +5 and maximum HP of 100 on that guy. And attack +2, maximum HP of 20. So if you do want to do it right now, I would do Autophaga Dress. Yes. Anyway, how about you, Raimi? Eldarian's technology is just startling, isn't it? If only they'd installed a fully equipped bath I could use, then I have nothing to complain about. Well, there is a shower on board. Technically, well, 2 showers, one for the men, one for the women. But enough about that. We'll be going over that a little bit later. But until then, let's go ahead and see what potential habitable planets there are within warp range. Shall we travel? Sweet. Yes, let us go.
Main engine ports connected.
Well, how does the captain's chair feel?
So, this is how Crow sees the world.
Edge?
Being a captain means you have to take responsibility for an entire ship, an entire crew. It's a heavy responsibility. Crow bears this burden every day of his life.
Buck up, Edge. Look, you're one step closer to Crow now. Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Besides, we three comprise the entire crew of the Calnus.
Now that you mention it, I guess we do. So listen, don't let this get to you. Just be yourself, okay?
Thanks, Raimi. One day, I'll be able to bear this responsibility properly. I swear it. Star Ocean, here we come!
Captain, launch preparations complete.
Likewise, ready to depart.
All right? Calnus, engage!
Yes, sir!
Oh, and by the way, Edge, the ship's on an autopilot through warp space, so get as much rest as you want. Or we can go around and talk to people. Get some PAs out of the way, so yeah, we can actually get to mingle with our crew, even though our crew consists of 2 other people, including us. Don't worry, it'll get a lot more lively as we go along. Anyway, Raimi, what's going on? Edge, there's an incoming transmission from the moon base. Can we just say the captain's off duty? I guess not. Fine, bring it up. Roger that. Good luck, Edge. So, you're the new captain of the Calnus, are you? Yes, Deputy Director Shimada is a douchebag. I will come out and say it right now. You guys will learn to hate his guts. He's annoying. Captain Edge Maverick, sir. I was appointed by Commander Grafton of the Exploration Base. I don't remember asking your name. Yes, douchebaggery. I was told you were a competent candidate, but it seems to me you're still just a boy. Really? First the missing captain of the Aquila, and now you? Am I to believe the SRF has no one better fit for the position? I may be young, sir, but I assure you, I will fulfill my duties to the utmost. You don't get it, do you? What we're after here is concrete results, boy. Successful space exploration. How we obtain that success is no consequence to me. I don't care how arduous it is. If you don't show me results, you show me nothing. Yes, sir, I am aware of that. You are you? I'm astonished you can make such a claim after the string of failures you suffered on your very first mission. Deputy Director, with all due respect. Step down, First Officer Sanji. This is none of your concern. My apologies, Captain. Your first officer's a slip of a girl. What do you think we're playing out? Like I said, douchebaggery. We have no intention of playing anything at all, sir. The future rests on the success of this mission, and not just our own futures. We're responsible for the futures of every single human being on Earth. Well, you can talk the talk, I'll give you that. Just don't do anything to make me look bad, you understand? Talking all formal like that makes me really tense. Was that man your superior? He was quite, you can say it, FaZe. A douchebag? Nasty? It's okay. You don't have to mince words with us. Most people in the USTA think so too. I see. You really didn't let him get to you, Edge. I'm amazed at how composed you were. Well, it's true, we haven't actually produced any results yet. What do you think would have happened if the Eldarians weren't there to save us? I'm certain you would have done all you could. Sure, but it wouldn't been enough. Bleh. I cannot read. Come on, read properly, you two. Whatever. Just go ahead and finish this. Yada yada yada. Shimada's a dick. Yes, we know this. Let's go ahead and continue our mission. No big deal. He wants results, then let's give him results. That's my edge. Yay! You are positively admirable. Tripping over words is my strong point. Anyway, yes. Screw Deputy Director Shimada. He's the guy who was in the opening few cutscenes and was basically making fun of Commander Kenny for being Lightspeed Kenny and all that. Alright, let's see, who else can we do? Or, well, talk to in terms of personal things. Now, and if you don't really care about the ending, you just want to get to the ending and all that, you can go into your room and sleep the voyage and we'll be there in no time, but whatever, I don't feel like doing that. Anyway, nobody wants to come out and play. Whatever. Well, let's see if Raimi will like to spend a night with Edge. Wow! I am surprised I could actually do it that early. Usually she'll say something like, not really. But, whatever. I think that opens up a PA... What? Huh? Okay. Is there anybody in the battle room? Nobody in the battle room. Where the crap is Edge and... Or where the crap is Raimi and FaZe? They went and disappeared on me. Oh, there they are. Why did you guys disappear on me? Now, what are you up to? I'm just talking to FaZe about Crow. Crow? Yes, I find his story intriguing. I'm told you three grew up together, and that you think of him as an elder brother. Actually, in Edge's case here, he's more like a best friend. Is that so? He's not really a brother or a best friend. He's more of a... Well, he's like a rival to me. A rival, huh? I guess he's always did beat you at fencing, and athletics, and marksmanship. Heck, even rock, paper, scissors. Sure, let's just go ahead and count my failings. Well, he did pass at the SRF selection exam at the absolute top of his class, and he's also the youngest captain to ever hold the position. Now that's impressive. Yeah, it really is. That's exactly why I have to best him. Well, well. So you admit he's hot stuff after all, huh? Yep. Edge has a man crush on him. Sweet. Put a sock in it, Raimi. A man of such skill, even Edge acknowledges him. Your friend Crow is sounding more intriguing with each passing minute. I should very much like to make his acquaintance. You'll meet him soon enough, I'm sure. We're all taking part in the same mission, after all. I'm looking forward to it. Well, we have to find the Aquila first, Edge. You gotta remember that. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we have to do before we can even meet up with Crow. And plus, the Star Ocean is a vast place filled with all sorts of adventures and crap, so, we're not gonna meet up with Crow anytime soon, is all I'm trying to say. Anyway, Raimi! What's going on? What's on your mind? When I'm just sitting here in the ship doing nothing, I started thinking about how far we've traveled, you know. Yeah, we have left the solar system after all. When we were selected by the SRF, and I first set foot on the moon, I thought how far we'd come. But now we're light years beyond that. Everything here is so completely foreign. We're really in unknown territory now, you know? And for some reason, it frightens me. But that's our SRF mission. We're here to find a new world to take the place of Earth, right? And that's just it. That's what I'm most scared of. The future of everyone on Earth rests on the success of our mission. We can't afford to fail. Sometimes when I'm alone like this, I feel like the weight of that responsibility is going to crush me. I hear you. I wouldn't get so worried about it, though. Huh? It's not like you're supposed to accomplish this mission all by yourself. I'm here, Crow's out there somewhere, and we've got all of our friends in the SRF. We're not, and we've got new friends too. Friends we've made friends we've made out here in space. This unknown territory is exactly where we meet them, right? It's not such a big deal when you think about it that way. Edge, anytime you're alone and feeling down, just speak up, alright? I'm in this with you all the way. Thanks, Edge, I'll definitely keep that in mind. Sweet. Going around in this vast star ocean and doing all sorts of random crap. Alright, I think there should be a few more now. As we start getting more party members, these PAs will be a lot more intensive, you know, all over the place, but right now we're just gonna go ahead and do this. Anyway, the first contact between Eldarians and Earthlings, you say. Yeah, wouldn't you be curious about the first contact between your home planet and alien life? Oh yeah, well, I've kind of wondered about that too. I wasn't involved in the event myself, and thus don't have a great deal of knowledge about it, but I hear that the things were quite difficult. It reportedly took some time to adjust our translators, and at first, mere communication was a trial in itself. Even afterwards, the proceedings were apparently quite complicated. Not entirely sure how to put this, but it's said that the people of Earth were somewhat suspicious and closed-minded, and they refused to listen to what we had to say in this straightforward manner. Of course, there were those open to rational discussion, but they proved to be in the minority. In any case, we now maintain healthy relations. We must be thankful to those who paved our paths, Earthling and Eldarian alike. Alright, so this is another one that kind of opens up a new string of personal actions, PAs. The correct answer to this, to actually get more PAs and get the better ending, is to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened, FaZe. Why should you apologize, Edge? You were in no way at fault. Huh? Well, yeah, that's true, but I don't know. I just felt like I had to apologize on behalf of Earth. Where did that come from? Quit giggling. I'm just sorry our fellow Earthlings had to put the Eldarians through that. Your words mean much to me, Edge. You are a sincere man. Almost too much. That's not quite how I meant it. Whatever transpired in the past, we stand here together today. Surely that's enough. Of course, I'm grateful for your feelings as well. Yes, let's focus on that. What's important is that we stay friends, right? Absolutely, and that we work together even better Earth-Eldar relations in the future. Hear, hear. Toast to Earth and Eldar relations galore. Alright. So what? Ooh, they're still talking. Why are you guys talking? Do all the Eldarians fight with a sword like you, FaZe? No, we receive training based on our latent abilities. To make a long story short, I showed potential for the sword. Of course, many of my brethren use firearms, and there are even some unusual Eldarian folk who fight with scythes. I guess it's like how I was better with a bow than a gun. Something like that, yes. Incidentally, Edge, why do you prefer a blade? Huh? If you don't mind me asking, I should like to know. There are many aspects of swordplay I can learn from you. And another choice. There's a bit of trauma I went through when I was a kid. Trauma? What do you mean? Yeah, something that happened with my late father. Uncle Arnold? Oh yes, Raimi and Edge are cousins. And yet there's something between them. Don't ask me why that happens in Star Ocean games. Please. My father was a scientist, an adventurer. I lost my mother when I was still very young, but my father and I traveled the farthest reaches of Earth until I was about 6. I see, it's fortunate that you were able to receive training at all, such a young age. But we got attacked while we were traveling by a biological weapon left over from the war. What? My father got hurt really bad, and I was the only one who could help him. I grabbed his gun and returned fire, but I was just a kid after all. I couldn't land a single shot on that thing. When I ran out of bullets, I pulled out my knife almost without thinking. Looking back, it was even stupider than trying to fight with a gun. But I don't know, it was a miracle somehow I drove the monster off. So I guess that was my reasoning. That's why I rely on the sword instead of the gun. In the end, I wasn't able to save my father, but the blade protected me. If I'm ever to protect anything, it'll be with a blade. That's how I feel. Edge. Aww. What's the long faces? I never knew. I'm so sorry. No, Raimi, it's not your fault. I was the one who asked Edge about it. Don't worry, it doesn't bother me anymore. But I'm telling you, I'm fine. Really, I'm prepared now. Edge. I swear by this blade I'll protect everything precious to me. I won't let my weakness hurt anyone ever again. Sweet. Now approaching our destination coordinates. Please feel free to, please prepare for warp out. Sort of crap like that. Anyway, I think that'll be it for this part. A whole bunch of PA. I think I'll be putting the majority of the PAs into one part whenever we get to traveling, but until then. But whatever. Anyway, we shall go ahead and see what planet we are headed to next time, guys. This is UT Young for this, signing off, saying keep things frosty!